YouTube. Strange how people are brought together. And drugs. I hope you get your problem resolved. In Oklahoma.
Up.
Hello?
Up.
Are you by any chance a guest house in Windermere?
Yes.
A guest house in Windermere?
Yes.
Because, strangely enough, this happened last week. May you remember? In fact, it was on another line. It was on another telephone altogether that I've got in the premises. It's nothing whatever to do with me, Chief.
Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Hello?
Hello?
I didn't call you, buddy.
Who's calling who?
We'll have to see if the telephone company can square it, Chief.
I think they getting mixed up somehow.
Yeah.
Where are you phoning from?
Ireland.
Ireland?
Yes.
All right.
Who are you, Chief?
I'm in the Lake District in Windermere.
Okay. That was an entirely different telephone number on a different network.
Right. It's crazy, isn't it?
It's neither of ours fault. It's purely a technical problem, I guess. I hope
I think so, yeah.
I hope that's not costing you.
No, it's all right. They do these things now and again.
Oh, really?
This last few months I've had one or two people phoning me up and asking me why did I phone them.
Oh, really?
But I haven't phoned them at all.
You are?
So
Well,
I don't know what's going on.
I assure you, Chief, it's nothing whatever to do with me.
Right.
It's, somebody is having a laugh, Chief.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to call any number.
No.
Bear with me. I mean, you've obviously reported it yourself, have you?
I just don't bother. I just let it, I mean, as long as I can make my calls out and that's all I'm bothered about, really.
I will ring BT and I'll report it and ask them to check what's going on. Do you think that would be okay?
Sure, yeah. Sure.
We'll have to see if the telephone company can square it, Chief.
Yeah.
Unfortunate that it's happened to the two of us, although with respect, I would say you may just have a short fuse, Chief.
Yeah?
Did they tell you were going to be on YouTube?
No.
When did they tell you were going to be on YouTube?
Don't know.
And somebody on YouTube keeps ringing you up, do they?
Sounds that way.
Will you be famous then?
Don't know.
And our conversation will go viral on YouTube?
Maybe.
Do you have to pay for that?
Well, you don't know what you're paying for these days.
Indeed. Well, my telephone has just rung too, and I've just picked it up.
Right.
You're on drugs?
No, only medication for bad knees.
Okay. Do you have any drugs?
Yeah.
Maybe you should carry on making drugs, Mule China.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm on drugs. Well,
right.
You told me you were making drugs and you wanted to swap them.
Yeah.
I don't need a room.
Right.
I'm a guest house in Windermere.
Right.
Stop ringing me.
Yeah.
If we can't have a civilized conversation, it's a very little point in trying to talk to you.
Right.
Good day.
Oh.
Hello?
Yes?
Hiya, is that Jeffrey?
Yes.
Ah, my friend from Windermere.
Right.
Hey, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good.
Ah, right. Okay, then. Well, you told me you were making drugs and you wanted to swap them.
Well, I use the medical ones.
Yeah, okay. I want to come to your house for the weekend to swap drugs.
Right.
And what particular ones have you been making?
A Foxus Alien.
Oh, good Lord. You did?
Yeah.
I know you're not.
No.
I expect they'll be interested. You were making drugs?
Yes.
I'm on drugs.
Right.
Wow. I'm a guest house in Windermere.
Yes.
I tried to block that. Oh, you did? Yeah. Oh, what happened? I don't know whether... I want to come to your house for the weekend to swap drugs.
Yes.
Do you have to pay for that?
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm very delighted to hear it.
Right.
Will you be famous then?
Yes.
You're on drugs?
Yes.
In Cardiff?
Yes.
Ah! Hey, how are you, mate?
Yeah, good.
It is extraordinary, yes.
Yeah.
Ah, wonderful. Lovely to hear your voice.
Yes.
Strange how people are brought together. On drugs?
Yes.
Bear with me. I mean, you've obviously reported it. Hello?
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 And what particular ones have you been making?
Hyraxikin.
What are they, Chief?
Stimulant.
I see. Well, that's interesting then.
Mm.
I think you better try.
Yes.
I don't have any.
No?
That must be what it is then.
Yes.
Are you by any chance a guest house in Windermere?
Yes.
Do you have any drugs?
Yes.
Extraordinary. Good Lord. Carry on then.
Yes. Lovely day today.
All the best.
Yes, okay.
You have a nice day.
Hopefully.
Nice to talk to you, Chief.
Okay.
Good day.
Good day.
Oh hi, is this Peter?
Hello, yes?
I'm calling you from another bed and breakfast here in Windermere. I was wondering if you have been receiving any strange phone calls, nuisance calls.
Yeah, I understand that, and have I seen you before, no?
I am quite new. I work at Holly's house. I just got here a few weeks ago.
Holly House. Ah, right, yeah. Yeah, it's, I have been receiving, calls, and I also know who it is.
Yeah, we think it can be David.
Ah, David, yeah, I think his mind's going or something.
Yeah, haha.
He's a nice enough fella, but he's been that sense lately and all kinds of things. He's been phoning for the last couple of weeks.
Oh my goodness. He is probably going crazy. He said something about drugs or something.
I think he's dreaming. Probably he might be on medication or something.
Yeah, maybe that could be it. I don't know.
When he talks about drugs, I notice his mind goes absent on and off type thing.
Yes.
He'll be talking about drugs, and then he'll say something about, I have a bed and breakfast in Windermere.
Ha ha ha.
Then he'll tell me, why did you phone me up? And it wasn't me that phoned.
We checked with BT about incoming calls from him.
I mean, you could class them as nuisance calls, but the thing is, I don't think he's responsible for his actions, really.
Yeah.
Head's going. The only thing, it's all hypothetical. That is, when you say that, it's not. He's not that kind of person. His mind's going. I think he's on drugs, and I think he's saying, "Do you want some drugs?" and all this kind of thing. I mean, I've known him for quite a long time, but the thing is, I don't think it's drugs in the text that we're referring to. It's drugs which is getting mixed up in his head and sending him to lally.
Yes, I see. A lot of weird things have been happening. And he has been giving some people drugs. We are worried about him.
So I mean, when people's minds start going, that's what happens. I mean, It's coming into the season, so whether that'll put him back on track or not, I don't know. I doubt it very much.
I have been talking to some people over at another guest house here, and he was calling them up at 3 o'clock in the morning the other day.
Ah, see, right.
We considered going over to Brendan Chase and talk with him.
That's the type of fellow he is. I mean, he's a nice enough fellow, like we understand, but if he gets a confrontation, he'll just deny everything.
Yeah, somebody mentioned that he has a lab in his basement making all these drugs.
You know, as I said to you, it's not the text. It's not in the text of regarding street drugs. It's regarding, if it's any drugs at all, it'll be to do with it getting mixed up with everything.
Yes, definitely. I feel so sorry for him.
I don't mind him phoning, but like we understand, a lot of people won't be so pleased about it.
Yes.
And they probably won't understand the situation anyway, so I don't know what will happen eventually, whether somebody...
He is getting himself in trouble, that's what I am worried about.
He probably will get himself in trouble, but at the end of the day, when your mind's not responsible for your actions...
yeah.
All he'll do is just trying to clear it. They'll just try to clear it up one way or the other. But he won't be prosecuted or anything like that.
Yeah, I see.
You know, once it's established that he has a mental disorder, as you might say. There's been lots of people around with me like that over my years I've been here.
Ha. It is interesting that he is only calling other guest houses like he is taking on the competition or something.
No, nothing like that. No. It's just... That's just his mind's going, unfortunately, and I don't know who to... Well, I wouldn't be too sure who to get in touch with to sort of, in a nice, friendly way, to try and get it on track into the right direction. But the thing is the type of fella, you know, if somebody went and said, went round to him and said, this, that and the other, he'd deny everything, and he probably, you know, his reactions would be that, you must think I'm stupid type thing, or he'd adapt a defensive attitude.
Yes. He seems to be quite old and traditional, like a respected gentleman.
Yeah, he had that, I don't know if you ever remember, he had that, I forget the programme now, where that lady went round to, is it Elixir, is she Polish or something, and she went round to try and he was quite funny when he was on that, but, you know, that was interesting. As to what can be done about it, I'm not too sure. I mind the calls, you know. But there will be a lot of people that will mind them, and no doubt some people will take offence, no doubt some people will report him, whatever, but where it'll end up, I'm not quite sure.
The other thing we considered is maybe he is lonely, reaching out for help.
Well, yeah, there is that about it, but I wouldn't... in regards to, I think his mind's just going. I mean, that's what happens with some people. He might have a bit of Alzheimer's or something. You know, that's as to whether it would be worth getting in touch with the Alzheimer's Society and just mention that you think the man's losing his mind or something. I don't know which direction that might go, but at least they would be aware of it.
Yes, well, it is strange times we live in, Brexit and everything.
Yeah, which way are you going?
Exiting.
Oh, yeah. What you want to stay out?
I want to get out.
I would prefer for our country to get on its feet because, and the other argument I have is, if we were any good, I mean, the farmers and all that, they always complain this, that and the other because they're assured, while they're in, they're assured of some payment, you know. British government always used to give, my side, we're from farming people, and, you know, for generations going back. But the farmers always got subsidies from the British government anyway, but it's just that they're trying to do away with the subsidies, and that the government closed, more or less closed, when they went in and joined Brussels, you know, in the EU, then it eliminated the pressure off the government. But coming out, the government will be responsible for copying up more money to keep them going.
Yes, I definitely want to get out.
Try and get back on our feet, you know.
And the fishing industry.
There's all kinds. There's 176 issues to be looked into and sorted. Fishing boundaries, crime, interconnection between different countries, all kinds of things. There's about 176 issues, I believe.
Yes.
So it's not straightforward. If you come out, all that has to be all sorted again.
I bet David is a Brexiter.
I don't know. I don't know if he knows what he's doing himself.
I am sure before he went strange he was a Brexiter.
I'll be very surprised if unless he gets medication properly. I don't know. I think he's got medication, but I don't think he's taking it properly.
Yeah. I found out that when he started calling us we looked it all up. Brendan Chase has been on the market for a long time.
He bought it at least 20 years ago for about 600,000. That's it. Yep. You're on the ball there, like, but he's just in one of them situations, like a lot of other people, that's very similar in that situation. Well, they're not rising at the minute. They're actually, because of this Brexit, they come down a little bit more.
Yeah.
And even if whichever way the Brexit goes, it'll take 2 or 3 years for anything to happen with the properties anyway.
Yes, and something else, we got a call from someone claiming to be in Ireland, but he spoke with a Welsh accent.
Oh, that was him. He phoned me today saying he was in Ireland, but how I detected how it was him was after he started doing, it was like a split personality. He started doing the Irish accent, then he started doing the Yorkshire accent, and then how I detected it all, because I wasn't quite sure when it phoned, how I detected it was, I have a guest house in Windermere, and I've had that all the last 2 or 3, well, at least a couple of months. So I detected it was David anyway. I said, and I did say to him, I said, oh, yes, David, it's like this. I said, and this and that. And, oh, you're the man in Windermere, aren't you? I said, yes, David.
Oh, my goodness.
And that's just how it... But if it comes on again with a funny accent and you're not sure, just say, you might just say, well, it depends how you look at it, but I'm not bothered either way, but you might just say, is that you, David, in Windermere? Aye, well, you can do, yeah, and then you'll know then, because you'll know it's not somebody else if that's what you're... Clarification, isn't it?
Yeah, he is going to do his accents.
Me baffled for only about 2 minutes, but cottoned on to it.
Yeah, well, it's been really good talking to you.
Yeah, well, it's a shame that they might cause trouble for him, because it's not entirely his fault. When your mind goes, you just don't know what you're doing, but perhaps now, through discussion, it's a bit clear as to what's happening. If anybody does get in touch with and say this, that and the other, perhaps you might be able to put them straight for a bit.